Kiwi Show on Cable 12 every Monday and Thursday at 10 p.m. Lively, tell it like it is, down to earth real talk.
I come home one day and I meet Joe in my house doing my job.
You do the money ain't right?
Hold on, man. Hold on now. Go ahead.
Let me start over. Where the money ain't right or the sex ain't right?
And loads of giveaways. Tune into Cable 12 every Monday and Thursday for the Kiwi Show.
Welcome everybody to the Kiwi Show. My guest today is Miss Tanya Brown. Everybody, welcome Miss Brown. Everybody, today we're going to be talking about the cutter. Who's the wife and who is the cutter? Pretty interesting show, Miss Brown. And today we're going to find out just how much respect the wife has versus the cutter. So we're going to start the panel off today by asking Ms. Brown, what's her version or what she thinks about the cutter? Who is the cutter?
Well, I know I definitely am not one. But, ladies, in my version of a cutter is someone who's there for the thrills. That's your duty.
Someone who's there for what?
A female that's there for the thrills.
Okay, what you call the thrills?
You would jump off, basically. You second place. You understand?
Okay.
You got to principle up yourself to get to the wife category. Okay, ladies? That's my version.
Wow. All right. Well, you know, I was chatting with somebody the other day, and I understand, you know what I mean, that a cutter is basically somebody that does stuff for a short period of time. She gets no respect, or, you know, the guy just goes with her for different reasons, all right, because the wife is probably unavailable.
I agree totally.
Right.
Because a cutter is basically you cutting a movie, straight up. You would jump off. Whether you cutting a movie for a new bag, a new purse, whatever the case may be.
So you're saying to me that a cutter does anything, basically?
Anything and anyone. Version.
Where can you find a cutter?
You looking for a cutter? Hey?
No. I ain't looking for no cutter. But where can you find a cutter?
Because some men, they make the wife the cutter. The cutter becomes the wife.
How is that possible?
Because you men like entertainment.
Hold on, man.
Y'all don't like no boring gals.
Hold on.
So y'all sometimes make the mistake of turning the cutter to the wife.
Wow. But let's be careful. Like you say y'all men. Now, you know, that don't include me, all right?
Okay.
But my thing is, it seems as if nowadays the cutter is actually taking over the wife.
Well, then the wife needs to principle up herself too.
And how does the wife principle up herself?
Get excited. Don't just lay there. Cut a movie if you have to.
Let's look at this way, all right? Some guys normally, would normally make the cutter actually feels as if she is that important, all right? You know, what would you say to a guy that actually wifing up this cutter?
Well, that may be just what he like. I can't knock him out for what he like. Just know that be ready to handle the repercussions afterwards.
And
if you make the cutter feel like she's the wife, she could be confused. So when you're trying to be with the wife, you may have a real movie.
And so you're saying that the cutter is similar to a junglist?
Oh, well, I don't know really what a junglist is. You tell me what a junglist is.
Well, in my version, I believe a junglist is someone who is basically, who have no bottom-see, no training. All right, a junglist in my version is someone that, for example, let's just say you were my wife or something, and a junglist. If I was dealing with a junglist, the way she would approach me and you, we would end up in a divorce court. All right.
Well, I can see that happening, but I think a cutter is a little different from a junglist, because if you say a junglist is someone who don't have no brought-up see, you could have the most beautiful, well-together, put-together cutter out there. But she just a cutter. She down for anything. As to where a wife holding it down, she just down.
Wow. All right. Well, we can take a question out to the audience, and we're going to find out what they think about who is a cutter. All right. I need somebody to tell me who is a cutter, or what is a cutter. Anybody want to help me with that? Huh? All right. I can pick somebody out. Tell me what is a cutter.
I think, no, my definition of a cutter is a young lady or a young man, As in a young man, you could be my cutter.
No, I don't
I
cutter.
have my main thing to do,
Right.
my little meanie. But at the end of the day, when I'm ready for just that or whatever it is, maybe your money, your whatever,
Well,
I will hit you up.
well, dying up, and thanks anyways. All right. Let me ask this beautiful young lady her version of a cutter. You don't mind, Asa?
No, I'm hanging.
Mom, stand up for me. What's your version of a cutter?
My version of a cutter is someone who a boy just calls when he wants sex or when he wants someone to please him when his girlfriend ain't pleasing him. That's how I feel.
Thank you very much. You sure knows what a cutter is. Mom, what's your version of a cutter?
My version of a cutter is male or female, someone who does sexual favors based on empty promises. That's my definition of a cutter.
Thank you very much. That sounds like a exchange sort of thing. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we're going to be back more here at the Kiwi Show.
Today's show is brought to you by Fresh Auto Car Sales and Accessories, East Street South, telephone 356-2109. Kiwi is here. Weave and ladies shoes, East Street South, opposite Flowers Web Shop, telephone 676-5794. Jacob's Glass and Window Repair, telephone 422-1943. Service Construction, 425-3116. Nitro Films, Video Photography and DJ. Wedding and special events, super savings. From February 2013 to May 2013, packages include dressing room, church, reception, pre-wedding video story, video packages as low as $500, photos as low as $200, DJ as low as $200. Call now, 436-7944 or 356-4318.
Sheila Tech Medical Lab, 4th Terrace, Centerville, for all your blood works and DNA results. Telephone 328-1650.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Kiwi Show. Now, you basically just run me hot a while ago, all right? What you have to say in reference to what I asked you just a minute ago?
Because you're talking about cutters. I want to know if you ever had a cutter.
No, you can't ask me if I
Don't
ever had a cutter,
don't
man.
stutter. Why not?
But you can't ask me if I ever had a
That's
cutter.
what the topic is about.
But I never had a cutter. What is a cutter? I never had a cutter.
You are male. Every male had a cutter before. You ain't had no one you call for a booty call once, twice, maybe thrice.
Bro, I'm supposed I was married, man.
I ain't seen
But
no
anyway, I'm sure every male, every now and then, had the experience of having somebody they can call 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Every male, are we talking about you?
Well, I wouldn't put myself on the spot. I mean, I'm sure some stuff has ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I putting you on the spot. You trying to act brand new right
well,
now.
Let's just say it happened once.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And what was the requirements of that cutter? What she used to want from you?
Well, sometimes, this is my version of a cutter, all right? Sometimes cutters come around because they need a couple of dollars to fix up themselves, all right? And sometimes, believe it or not, sometimes cutters tend to treat a man better than what he has at home. So, in all honesty, some cutters
That's
carry
an illusion.
value.
That's an illusion.
But some cutters carry value.
Yeah, I agree. Probably in the bedroom. So I agree with that.
Okay.
Like you say, you got to turn it up sometimes. So if you are the wife, turn it up. Don't fall off on your job because a cutter will show you out.
So, Brown, you're trying to tell me right now you on point, all right? And no cutter could come and get a homeboy from you right now?
No.
Not at
No,
all?
not at all. Not at all. Yeah, his eyes may wander, but I can turn it up. But he still can't get 100% right now because there ain't no ring on his finger. So you gotta, like I said, you gotta give it to them and give it to y'all in doses. Can't give all one time because it ain't gonna be none to show out when it's time, when the license is already signed.
Okay, and there again we're talking about the cutter versus the wife. And what I see going on a lot now is the divorce court is climbing up, and the separation thing is climbing up, and so that's why the wife needs to actually take charge and stop
Totally.
allowing the cutter to actually overtake her.
Totally.
All right, so I'm just going to allow Ms. Brown to elaborate on one more point, and we can go back to the audience and find out if anybody is ready again for this cutter dialogue again.
Well, like you say, a female, make sure that you require and you set your standards high, because if not, men have the tendency, they would put you in that category. So you have to be the one to step out of the box. Value yourself, and then you should go far with that.
And so you say, you're saying that men thrive off of excitement?
Most definitely.
What else in your version would you say men thrive off?
Well, you have to have a head on your body. Ladies, please have a head on your body, because men put you through tests, okay? They know, from the way you carry yourself, from your dress, your speech, all of the above, they basically store that in their memory, and from that's how they treat you.
There you have it. We're talking about the cutter versus the wife. All right, so we're going to take a small break, and then we're going to go to the audience and find out exactly what's a male's version on a cutter and what's the female version on a cutter. All right, so we're going to take a short commercial break and be back.
Today's show is brought to you by Fresh Auto Car Sales and Accessories, East Street South. Telephone 356-2109. Kiwi's here. Weave and ladies shoes. East Street South, opposite Flowers Web Shop. Telephone 676-5794. Jacob's Glass and Window Repair. Telephone 422-1943. Service Construction 425-3116. Nitro Films, video photography and DJ. Wedding and special events, super savings. From February 2013 to May 2013, packages include dressing room, church, reception, pre-wedding video story, video packages as low as $500, photos as low as $200, DJ as low as $200. Call now, 436-7944 or 356-4318.
Sheila Tech Medical Lab, 4 Terrace Centerville, for all your blood works and DNA results. Telephone 328-1650.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Kiwi Show. And today we're talking about the wife and the cutter. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the audience, and I'm going to find out from a male his version on a cutter. Is it you? What's your version on a cutter? Why do men need cutters? Why do you need a cutter?
But first of all, I don't need a cutter. I good. But based on what I heard, cutters are very easy to maintain. You buy them condoms for Christmas and they're happy. Nothing more.
And Keats or bamboo shop?
See, that's what I heard. I ain't know the Keats and bamboo shop, but condoms for Christmas and they're happy.
All right, and so a cutter, it doesn't take much to please a cutter.
$3 for a pack of Rough Riders.
All right, and when would be the times that you actually catch up with a cutter?
See, I don't know because I don't.
What did your friends tell you? Because I don't believe that. But when is the normal time?
Based on what I heard, 2, maybe 3 in the morning.
Wow. All right, thank you very much. All right, I'm going to ask another male his version on a cutter. So, tell me tonight, what's your version on a cutter?
Well, my version on a cutter is, right, once you get them little piece of bamboo shop,
Just beat us
and you know, a Sprite soda, like I say. And
Not a mistake?
No, not a mistake. They want soda. And like your boy say, condom for Christmas, that'll be good. You know?
And that's all a cutter needs.
Yeah, they only want they want the nails fixed now.
So I don't have to go to a point where I get them a land bag and all that. That's running out.
No, you running out right now. Yeah, that's running out.
That's an expensive cutter.
That's too expensive, man. They only want something to eat to fill their belly. Little lunch money, you know.
And that's it.
That's it.
So you give them $10 and we
Oh,
good.
that's still too much.
So how much would you give a cutter?
Only 5, man. And she got it.
There you have it, man. That's a guy talking about his version on a cutter. I'm gonna ask this beautiful lady right here her version on a male cutter.
My version on a male cutter, I wouldn't say for me, right? But if
Well, of course not.
if the main man in a female's life is lacking certain, things, then there's always that person on the side you could call, because the cutter is basically the stupid one who could just get used for every bit of him. They say you give the woman an inch and she take a mile, so that's basically the cutter situation now.
You know what? Thank you very much. And I'm happy that you actually said that a while ago. We're talking about the cutter versus the wife. And I like the gentleman over there, his points. And I definitely like the gentleman in the purple, some excellent points. But the lady kind of opened my eyes a while ago. Fellas, you got to be careful. You heard what the lady said. You give an inch, they take a mile. So we go back here to my guest today, Ms. Brown, where we're talking about cutter. All right? Ms. Brown, I like the point the lady raised a while ago, talking about, in other words, y'all tend to use us as guns. All right?
Females.
Yeah, females tend to
Not
use
yours.
us as guns. All right? What is it? Because sometimes we are nice, you tend to take that out of proportion?
Well, vice versa with males and females. Sometimes people take your niceness for weakness and they just trample all over you. So
Okay.
you have to make that distinguish where you're going to be used or you're going to be the one to do the using.
But you know what I honestly think, and I am sure my producer would agree with me on this, right? I think you can't show a woman you're nice. I don't think some women in the 242 could appreciate a guy who has proper brought up, see? Who's genuine and so forth like that. And so because they're not accustomed to that, they don't know how to accept and receive a guy that's, taking them somewhere nice for lunch, making sure they look proper. All right? Because of course, if I'm going out, I want my lady to look to represent as well.
Okay, well if you see that lady or that female doesn't appreciate that, then that's the cutter category.
And so she automatically fits.
She put herself in the cutter category.
All right.
Automatically.
And so you can always tell a cutter.
You should be able, at a certain age, you should be able to point them out.
But these cutters nowadays starting from what? 17, 18?
But like the guest say, if she only want a piece of bamboo shack, not even a whole bamboo shack, a piece of bamboo shack.
That's a mini
and
snacky.
That's a mini $3. Wow, that's a child package.
And a mystic.
No, and a Sprite. You forget it, a Sprite. So definitely that. To be honest, if I was a male, I wouldn't even want that female in my vicinity. Because if she doing that for a piece of bamboo shack, what's she doing to the other guy?
Well, fellas,
And we have to be careful these days, ladies. Be careful.
Well, fellas, there you have it. We have a female. She's talking about different categories of a cutter. All right. Well, I'm allergic to junglers and cutters, and so.
Well, I wouldn't speak.
I would never even put myself in that category. All right. But we got one more break, and we're gonna close the show, and then we're gonna allow Ms. Brown to do 1 or 2 giveaways, and then we will definitely close the show.
Today's show is brought to you by Fresh Auto Car Sales and Accessories, East Street South, telephone 356-2109. Kiwi's here, Weave and Ladies Shoes, East Street South, opposite Flowers Web Shop, telephone 676-5794. Jacob's Glass and Window Repair, telephone 422-1943. Rivers Construction, 425-3116.
Sheila Tech Medical Lab, 4th Terrace, Centerville, for all your blood works and DNA results. Telephone 328-1650.
A tight budget and looking to shoot that music video yourself? Just go green. Green screen, that is. And boom, you're all over the world. Nitro Film state-of-the-art studios located on East Street South in the Lamar Plaza offers fully loaded air-conditioned studio for rent. 16 by 18 green screen, able to facilitate full group shots. Proper studio lights, video monitors, Sony and Canon cameras, Brevas flip adapters, easy jib 13 to 16 feet, tripod dollies, spacious lounge area, changing and restroom.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Kiwi Show, where we're talking about the wife versus the cutter. And you know, we're about to come to the last part of the show, and I'm gonna allow my
Already?
guests. We can end this thing.
No.
man.
Have a seat. I need to ask you a few questions.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, seeing that you don't have a ring on your finger, meaning that you probably want to run through a few cutters. So, what you looking for in a wife? Tell me.
Ms. Brown, I told you already I don't
Boy,
deal
you like
with cutters.
stutter when I start asking these serious questions.
Yeah, but I don't
boy.
deal with cutters.
You don't deal with cutters?
No, I don't deal
so why
with
you
cutters.
don't wife none of them up yet? I'm sure you had a few females in your time. You was what, 50?
Yes, you all have here, man. But I don't deal with cutters. But here's what I look for in a serious relationship. I'm not going to say the word wife. All right?
Oh, so you scared like most men out there. You
Yeah,
scared?
I'm scared. I ain't fooling with that.
Well, if you're scared, play dead.
But here's what I look for in a serious relationship. All right? Number one, the woman has to have a brain. All right?
Totally.
And, you know, a lot of women around the place, you could always tell where their brain level is when they open their mouth.
I totally
All
agree
right?
with you.
The woman has to know where she headed. I don't want no dumb woman. All right? She has to know where she is headed. That's the second point. And then a presentation has to be on point. All right? You can't look like you just come from, the referendum or something. All right? You got a principle up yourself. All right? And I see no reason why a woman can't take, something every weekend. If you don't know your hair picky. All right? So at least